Hello, people. I hope you can hear me okay. Um, I haven't live streamed in a while, and as you know, I'm on a mission to create the world's worst live streams ever, and I'm being very successful at that. But I actually just wanted to check in and give you guys a quick channel update. I'm currently on the Pear Blossom Highway, and I don't think I'm going to be shooting any episodes this weekend, but I'm braving the weather. It's a lot of what do they call it? A atmospheric river that I'm kind of running parallel with right now, and I'll probably intersect it pretty soon. But it's raining behind me. It looks like it's raining ahead of me, and you know, it's always dangerous when you're on the freeway, but when it's wet and slippery, it's even worse, and visibility is worse. So I promised Mrs. Desert Trippin I would be a little more careful. Okay, so what is up with the channel? Quick update. We have posted, since the crazy lightning storm a few months ago, we got a video up of about a friend of mine named Tao Ruspoli, and I'm finally saying his name correctly now that the video's already done. I said it probably incorrectly 20 times during the video, but Tao is a real champion of the arts, and he is one of the founders of the Bombay Beach Biennale. And like I said, he really does encourage creativity and artistry, philosophy, just, you know, creative thinking. So we're big fans of Tao's, and if you watch that video, you'll learn a very interesting thing about his background, where his bloodline originated from. And when I say bloodline, I'm not kidding around. So check out Tao Ruspoli, the Prince of Bombay Beach, and then next, well, first of all, that took forever to edit. I wanted to do a really good job, and I think I scrapped it 2 or 3 times and started over, I mean, it's far from perfect, but I'm kind of happy with at least the structure of it, and I'm definitely happy with the message of it. And there's a really cool interview. Tao took a few minutes out from a really busy schedule to talk to me, so I really appreciate that. And Tao, happy belated birthday. I know you just had your big 5-0 a week ago, I think, and there's other congratulations in store for you on your new announcement. And I guess people who know Tao know what that announcement is, and I don't want to you know, to announce things that aren't any of my business here. So if you know him, you know, maybe give him a call and tell him congratulations. But other than that, I started working on another video that I had started a few months ago, and I never got a chance to finish. That's coming along well. That will probably be done next. But the one that I just shot last weekend and uploaded in a matter of days, which is a new record for me, was the Road Runners Retreat neon sign lighting ceremony. Now, if you didn't hear me correctly, it was a neon sign lighting ceremony. There's this really cool, it's like a landmark neon sign on this, it was a rest stop and a diner in the, I guess in the early 1960s, along Route 66, when Route 66 was a major highway that connected the east and west. And Route 66 kind of kind of came into being about shortly after the automobile became a huge thing. Like, I guess Henry Ford, you would say, revolutionized the auto industry by creating the assembly line, and then from the 20s and 30s and 40s, with World War II and everything, all the engineering that came out of that, the automobile just kept getting better and better and better. And people point to the 50s as the golden age of the automobile, and that's why you have all those classic cars, old Tri-5 Chevys and all the really cool old 50s cars. Anyway, I digress. Roadrunners Retreat was a little business that started up when Route 66 was a main highway, and it did pretty well for a few years, but then the government built I-40, Interstate 40, which was called a superhighway, and everybody started taking that road, and it was like 10 miles north, and it rerouted all the people. So Roadrunners Retreat wound up suffering. There was no more cars going by, therefore no more customers, no more business, and financially, I guess they couldn't stay open, and they had to close in 1973. There's this, the architecture is really cool, the sign's really cool, and that really cool neon sign was turned off in 1973, and it remained off for 52 years until this past Saturday. And through no easy task, my friend Ryan Anderson, whose grandfather bought the land from the last proprietor, I guess the land just sat there for a long time. Well, a few years back, and Ryan, I apologize if I messed this story up. A few years back, Ryan decided, hey, let's restore that place. It's really cool. So he got a group of his friends, and then the friends got some volunteers, then some people started to donate money, because people wanted to see, this iconic Route 66 landmark restored, because people love that shit, So Ryan, for a few years, was restoring the place, and the big thing was getting the neon sign to work again. And so they had this big relighting ceremony, and I was able to go attend, and they had great food. A couple food trucks were there. They had great music. There was a band called the Hot Rod Trio, really great rockabilly sound and surf rock. And I guess the same three band members that played together for 25 years, so they're very tight, and they got a great, list of songs, great sound, great vibe, and a lot of great people showed up. I guess roughly 300 people were out there. They had a car show, and anyway, I was able to get that video edited together in record time. I wanted to upload it while the tree lighting was still sort of timely, and so it is up on the site now, and I hope you guys have time to go check it out, because there's a couple really cool surprises in there. And one of them is one of my favorite YouTubers, who I've been a big fan of for years, and I've always wondered when I would run into her. You probably know her, and her name is Wonder Hussy, and she has a channel called Wonder Hussy's Adventures, and she's a very popular, very successful YouTuber, and a real inspiration. She has great humor, great stories, great messages, and great adventures. And we actually wind up at some of the same places, but at different times. So I thought it was funny that I had never run into her before. And when I finally saw her at the Roadrunners Retreat event, we had a great little chat. I was able to record it, and kind of had a quick little, not interview, but just a little interaction, and that's in the video. So if you're Wonder Hussy fans, check that out. I also had another amazing thing happen. A person actually recognized me from my YouTube channel, And shout out to James Jameson, um, who I met in person and we hung out a bit. Turns out he was having his lunch. He bought some food at one of the trucks. And I said, that looks really good. Is that the Frisco burger? And he said, yeah, that's what I got. And that was a killer Frisco burger made by the Hungry Coyote out of 29 Palms. So shout out to them. Shout out to James Jameson. But that's not all. There was also, if you've been looking around the desert and the Mojave and stuff, anywhere in California or Nevada, you probably have heard of E. clampus vitus, and that's a fraternal order, which means it's a male club, very old, and they sort of, it's sort of a satire of a fraternal order, so they kind of goof around with things, but they're very well established, and they have a great mission of preserving the history of the desert and the Southwest. And they go to sites, some sites that normally wouldn't be preserved by regular historians, like the site of a gunfight or the site of a brothel or something like that, and they will put up a monument, like a little kiosk out of stone or local rocks or something, and there'll be an engraved marker there that tells the story of the location. And you see them all over the place. Most people don't know where they came from. They just think the government did it. But these guys go around and they put up these markers to commemorate different historical sites. There's one at the Roadrunners Retreat. And I was looking around at the crowd at one point, and I was thinking, man, there's a lot of people wearing red shirts here. And I didn't think it was because of the 49er game the next day. And it turns out that I guess the red shirt is kind of part of the, I don't know if it's a uniform or the dress code of E. clampus vitus. So check them out. They're very cool. And I met a guy who is an he used to be a very high-ranking member, and he's also a TV personality. He was on Pawn Stars a lot. A lot of people thought he was a member of the show, but he was just a very frequent guest. So much so that he actually achieved some degree of fame from that. And his name is Mark Hall. Oh shoot! Senior moment. His name's Mark for sure. But watch the video and you'll recognize him from the cool hat, the big white beard, and the red shirt. And I think that was it. I'm really proud of that video. I hope you guys like it. And if you do, please like it and share it and subscribe. I'm, after being very busy for the last few months, and I think luckily I have a lot of work from my paying job. It's keeping me very busy, but I don't want to neglect this YouTube channel. So any actions, any comments or likes or resharing, subscribers, obviously, anything you do on here to interact with the channel helps my algorithm, and it will help encourage me to keep making more and more videos, and I want to do it. I have more planned. This is the good time of year for traveling in the desert when it's not too hot, and I'm still editing some content from last spring. So, gosh, I can really talk when I want to, huh? And the funny thing is, I have no idea. I'm out here on Pear Blossom Highway. I don't know how the Wi-Fi is or the cell signal is out here. You might be hearing, and or I might be freezing up, stalling out. You might be hearing every other word, but I hope it's not the case. I hope you heard everything I said. If not, feel free to cuss me out in the comments, and but please come back and watch next time I'm live or next time I upload a video. I'm really trying to grow the channel, and thanks for the encouragement from people who have told me they enjoy my content, that it's different from a lot of other YouTubers. And you know I could just do some things that would get a lot of subscribers and viewers, but then I'm just doing that formula that everyone else wants to do, and I wanted to keep some creative integrity here and to have it sort of be my channel, my expression, my creative outlet, and hopefully it brings some entertainment to you guys. And I know some of you probably live too far from the desert and you can't go exploring, so you like to go and kind of go on a little road trip. And I love having you along. So I guess that's the end of my rant. Thank you guys. From the bottom of my heart, this is Joe Bowie, Desert Trippin', over and out in 3, 2, 1.